Yo, what's up? It's the Heavyist podcast, weekly worship at the altar of radness. Gary Trelease. It's good to be back on the mic with you, my friend.
It's good to be here, back. This is the first time I've sat at this desk in a while. It's nice. I mean, it's nice to be doing this rather than working, which is what I'm probably going to have to be doing from tomorrow. I don't want to go back to work. Oh,
You had the audacity to go on holiday.
yeah. How dare I?
How dare you?
Disgusting behaviour.
Got through the solo interview though. I think I went well. The old mic chat was lovely.
It was very
really
good.
nice.
I enjoyed it immensely watching it from my sun lounger.
Hell yeah, man. Mate, we've got a lot of brilliant music to talk about this week. There's been some phenomenal records that have just been flying around the Heavyverse, and we simply must observe them, I believe.
I feel like I always take holidays when a glut of awesome records get released. It's like I need to start looking at the release schedules before I plan my holidays.
Yeah, so this week we're going to be talking about 4 sick heavy records. Gary, where would you like to start, my friend?
Well, I reckon we start with easily the biggest one, and ironically the least heavy one that we've got to talk about, but I'm sure we'll get into that. Turnstile, I reckon that's where we start. You all know Turnstile Album, but just in case, 5-piece hardcore band from Baltimore. Their new album is called Never Enough, and it was released on the 6th of June through Roadrunner Records. So, mate, Turnstile. The mainstream have really jumped on Turnstile, haven't they?
Yeah.
I've seen articles in The Guardian, the New York Times. I've seen them all over the place. And basically, the gist of everybody's reviews of this record is that they've massively outgrown hardcore and become something completely different. And I think I probably agree with that, but I'm not entirely sure whether that's a positive thing or not.
Yeah, I mean, I think first and foremost, I don't care if this is a hardcore record or not.
That's
I think
a good
if you're
place
a person,
to start. Yeah.
I think if you're a person that cares about whether or not this is a hardcore record, you probably don't enjoy the record. You're probably not interested in the trajectory that they're on. You're probably not stoked for them that they're getting massive, and But I think, I'm not bothered if this is a hardcore record.
No.
I'm bothered. Is this a good record? And I think I've enjoyed the absolute shit out of it. I tell you, when I first sat down to it was Monday morning, and I was, catching up on emails. Like, it wasn't. I listened to it for about 3 tracks, and I was like, you know what? I actually can't be asked for this. This is not the vibe right now. This is not the time and place for this. I'm not taking it in. I'm probably judging it harshly. Like, I was probably being one of the people that worried about whether or not it was a hardcore record. And then I waited for a little lunchtime blast. I took it for a little stroll, mate, and it's lovely. I mean,
yeah, man.
I'm really, really into this record. I think it's beautiful.
I mean, I was in probably the best possible situation you could be in to receive this record on a Friday. I was sat on the beach on a sun lounger, 28 degrees. I had a cold can of Desperados on the go. And anything that I could sit there and go, oh, is this different enough from Glow On? Or is this hardcore enough? They were just irrelevant to me at the time. I was so happy and just so in the greatest mental space to listen to an album that sounds like this you could probably ever be. And I don't know, I kind of had to think back to albums that I've written notes about to talk about on the pod whilst being on holiday, and how some of them, what albums that they've been and how they've stayed in my brain. Like Moments Elsewhere by Johnny Booth was one from last year. Radical by Every Time I Die was one that I got while I was on holiday. And even Kin by Whitechapel, which doesn't immediately strike you as holiday, but just being in those situations and those environments just make an album. I will forever close my eyes and remember where I was whenever I hear this. And I'm so glad for that, because it is one of the most quintessentially summer records you've probably ever heard.
Yeah, this is this isn't an album that's like it's not full of instantaneous bangers. The bangers are there and the hooks are there, absolutely, but for the most part, it's a meandering collage of good vibes.
And that's such a perfect way to describe it.
And it's great. It's lovely. It's like a beautiful. I mean, it's barbecue album of the year, hands down, Gary. I mean,
you're going to struggle to top
challenges.
This. You're going to struggle to top this for a barbecue album.
I mean, like you are definitely gonna. You could pop this on. This is going to be my go-to album for when people come over for the foreseeable. Like it has been that meta record because that's a lovely background vibe. But this it's just a beautiful summer sunshiny record. It's a great record to take in while you're driving, where you're just enjoying some music with some normies. Maybe when the parents are over, you can get the Turnstile on. It's going to go down an absolute storm. Like it's bloody beautiful. The track I Care, right?
Mate.
I Care, is that not like Smith's guitars and Police vocals just smashed together? It's Smiths and Police just come together to create this phenomenal vibe.
Mate, how much Brendan sounds like Sting when he sings is insane. And I don't know about you, but I fucking love the Police. Like I'm so down for putting on the greatest hits of the Police when I'm in the car and just driving and just having such a great time. Random side note, every Police song, the chorus is just them repeating the title of the track over and over again. So the chorus of this song should just go, I care, get that. But anyway, the second I heard that song, the first time I heard I Care, I was just like, yeah, all right, I'm sold. Whatever. Don't worry about any of the other stuff that's coming to my mind right now about the mainstream or how heavy it is or like the Glow On stuff. There's quite a lot of songs where you go, that's kind of like that one from Glow On, and that's kind of like that one from Glow On. But all of that just melted away because I was just having such a great time vibing to that song. Like it's just gorgeous. You can just bask in it.
Yes, this is a basket. This is get on a hot rock and just bask. Get yourself a nice,
like a freaking salamander,
like a damn salamander. Just slither onto a hot rock and bask, dude.
If I was trying to like be a bit more kind of objectively critical, I would say that the collage of vibes that you were saying does mean that the flow of it is a bit weird sometimes. Like it's you're kind of in the middle of like, what's the track where you're like, yeah, absolutely rock it out. One of the heaviest riffs on the record. Oh, what is going on now? Panpipes. Like that song is completely bizarre. Like I was really thrown by that, but it is lovely when they get on them panpipes. They're like, I want to bust out a bit of hot yoga or something. Like I'm into it. That first time it was quite jarring.
Yeah, and even like to the tracks, like some of the tracks that they've made like videos for, where the videos are like beautiful, and it's good that the videos are so good because there'll be like 2/3 of the song where not really much happens. like it's just vibes. Like it's just vibes carrying it, and I think that makes picking out individual tracks a bit of a I think this album is more than the sum of its parts. It's not definitely. It's not this. Oh, track 4 was nice. Track 3 is quite good. My favorite track's number 7.
A lot of the songs do have like 2 part kind of acts to them, don't they? Which is impressive in 2 minutes or however long most of them last. I did love every time I listen to this record and Dreaming starts, I go, Imperial Triumphant? Which I didn't expect to think whilst listening to Turnstile, but it's just that sort of like minor like trumpet. It's just like, hang on a second, what's going on right now? But then when the song gets going, it's like
yeah.
But I want to get some maracas and get shaking my maracas while I'm listening.
This is a maracas album.
It is
100%
pure maracas, salamander maracas. That's the vibe of Turnstile, and that makes perfect sense to everyone, I'm sure.
This is quite a salamander maracas album, actually.
Yeah,
sure.
I do,
but yeah. It's,
give it 5 salamanders out of 5, mate. Yeah, there's so many great moments. Birds, like you said, it's hard to pick out songs. But Birds is a song that's like a proper like Turnstile song.
Birds is so sick, and it's like the track with like the least amount of plays at the moment on Spotify, which is doing my nutting.
Yeah, it's weird. That's really odd. That's so strange.
It rips. It's a proper just straight up banger. Like just an undeniable, brilliant, bouncy, lovely Turnstile time, mate.
Yeah, man.
Slow Dive is absolutely the Black Sabbath Sweet Leaf riff, just summertimed up. They've just salamander maracas it up.
Salamander maracas, Sweet Leaf, and you get Slow Dive.
That's what you get.
Oh my god, yeah, man. The thing is, like, there's a fair amount of people, I think, are out there getting salty about what's going on about this record, which is a shame, because they're still got the DIY vibe. Like, they still do a lot of guerrilla type marketing stuff with billboards and that massive show that they put on in their hometown, which they just uploaded straight to YouTube. They recorded it with Will Yip still.
Getting billboards DIY. I don't know if you can put that on.
It's just paying to get
DIY.
Randomly do a billboard. It's quite a guerrilla marketing kind of vibe to do for a band. It's not like,
no, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not cool, but like, I mean, you start a grindcore project tomorrow, you're not going to get a billboard, are you?
Maybe I might.
I think billboard's a big dog move. I think it's a big dog move, and I'm here for it. I wouldn't put it in the DIY vibe category.
It's not like getting like a full campaign of billboards like your bloody Vodafone or something. Like, they just have one random billboard. They still recorded it with Will Yip, which is cool. Like, they're still keeping true to I think he recorded the last 2 records, maybe even the last 3. At this point the label's throwing money at them, and they could go to like a superstar, like massive producer, and like spend £1 squillion on it, but they're still doing, they're going where they would have gone if nobody gave a shit, and they were just doing it, funding it themselves and stuff, which I think is cool. And the second that they stick the overdrive on and the drum beat goes, it fucking slaps. So let them do some spacey shit and some Police vibes, and salamander maraca the shit out of it, because it works. It's really bloody good. It's a really bloody good summer record. You're not really going to get a better one.
Yeah, 100%. I'm in. I love it. I love the evolution. I think it's a beautiful thing. I mean, it would have been mental if they had just put out like a death metal record, wouldn't it? Like, that would have been bananas.
Yeah, everyone would have been way more confused than some panpipes on this one. Yeah, fantastic.
Really,
record.
I'm stoked to see them at Outbreak London, man.
Yeah, is that this weekend?
That's this Friday. I'm seeing them. Outbreaks this week, and
Super
I can't
jealous.
wait. Can't wait to just be multiple beers deep, just lapping it up, basking,
man. Just grooving.
I might have to see if Big Jeff will get me some maracas off Prime tomorrow. Take them up.
Oh my god! Imagine that was a thing. Like, you just got to buy like 100 sets and just pass them out to people and make it a thing. Everyone get the maracas going during that set. Oh my god! Yeah, Never Enough by Turnstile. Fantastic record.